Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing this evening? I want to thank y'all for joining me. We are going to be doing the missing persons, it is a missing persons, but it was reported very late. It's going to be Evelyn and Boswell. So we're going to do it's kind of like a dry reading in the sense that I've been channeling her for 2 days. I want to thank y'all all for being in the room. Like I said, and then after we're done with the reading for Evelyn, then we'll go ahead and do Paula's and Manuela, because they already went ahead and made the payment. And I just wanted to make sure, Manuela, you did say the Amethyst one is the one that you wanted, right? I'm going to put my sticky notes. First I move them. Okay. So what we'll do after we're done with Evelyn's reading, we'll kind of chat about it for a few minutes, and then we'll go ahead and roll over into the readings that I kind of offered tonight, which was I think Stuck in a Rut. And then I have one that I was going to, it's still new. Like I said, I didn't put it on the list, but it is something that I will show you because I'm doing it for Paula. So if you're interested in that reading that I do for Paula, it's going to be a bonus reading that I'm doing for her. Then you can ask for that bonus reading, and I know which one it is, and I'll go ahead and write your name down for it, and then I'll let you know what it's called. But as of right now, I just have the like I said, Stuck in a Rut one, and like I said, and then Manuela paid for the one from yesterday, and I have the spirit guides also for you, Paula. That's the other one you wanted, right, Paula? Spirit guides. I just want to make sure too, because I marked it off on that page. Before we get started with the reading, I just want to make sure. Okay. One more, and then I will be ready to do the reading for Evelyn. I just need to put one more sticky note. Okay. So basically what I did with the information for this case is I actually have most of it on my phone, and the reason is because I didn't really have the time to write it down. So I kind of screenshot it, and Miss Texas has sent me some of them, but I also took some of the screenshots of the articles, parts of it that I felt were important. Like I said, y'all are coming into the chat room. Like I said, we are about to do a tarot card reading for Evelyn Boswell, 15-month-old baby who was not reported missing since December. I want to say at first they said it was the 21st, but then we found out it was later. It was actually the 10th the last time somebody saw her. Again, I don't know if I have those dates incorrect, but I do know she was missing apparently since December 10th of 2019. So, the spirit guide one, Manuela, is basically it's telling you what your spirit guides want you to know, and the way that you can increase that ability. So that's what the spirit guide one. It's the same price. All of them are $5.55. So $5.55. So that's just a special I'm running while I'm doing these. Like I said, but I want to go ahead and get out Evelyn's. Like I said, because Evelyn, it's reminding me a lot, honestly, and I don't know how y'all feels, and I kind of want to just see y'all's hands up. Is this feeling like a Casey Anthony vibe to y'all? Or is this just me? Does anybody else feel like this is Casey Anthony? Like she took the story from Casey Anthony and the fact that the Vallows pulled all the bullshit that they pulled for these last few months. I feel like this girl thought that she could just do whatever, and her family is so in on it. Like they were saying, I want to say the grandmother or whatever, is arrested now, and the boyfriend on suspicion. And again, if I didn't produce my two sons to say hello to my mother in one day, I guarantee you she would call them and report them missing whether I wanted her to or not. She wouldn't even ask me. She would just do it, right? So, and I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling, like I said, now that they're arrested, like I said, as far as Casey and these parents, I don't think that they thought she was thought that she was capable. Hey, lady, hi everybody coming into the room. Hi, Sunshine. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Brandy. Lady D, Michelle, Nicole, Robert's girl, Danielle, Michelle. I think I said Michelle. I'm sorry if I said it again. And Paula, of course. And then everybody else is in the room. Like I said, y'all come in. If y'all want to give it a thumbs up, we are looking for Evelyn Boswell. And so, like I said, it is very much mirroring the Casey Anthony case to me, in the sense that she's basically spitting out a bunch of bullshit about somebody having her kid last. And she wants to say that she knows who they were, right? Just how Casey Anthony said that the nanny, Zanny, which also stands for Xanax on the street, is the one that took care of her child. So that's who supposedly stole her child. Now, this girl wants to say the reason she didn't say anything right away, from what I understand, is because she was worried that they were going to basically take off with this child, right? Well, at this point, they already took off with your child. So, and that's what takes me back to it, rather being the grandparents or somebody she knew. Because if she didn't stop it and didn't report it, she knew exactly who they were. She knew exactly what they were doing. And she knew exactly what the outcome would probably be. So, like I said, I'm going to read a few articles that I've gotten about her so far and her family. Because I know the dad and the brother, were arrested for trying to, basically murder somebody or something like that. They stomped into somebody's house. But, basically, the first one, I'm just going to read it word for word because this is what they wrote and this is information that I got. Hey, you stop eating those chicken nuggets. Ugh, my cat's eating chicken nuggets. So we're going to start with, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. The LE is currently looking for a gray BMW. The occupants of which car may have information about Evelyn. LE is not saying they believe the occupants of the BMW have Evelyn. The car, which they did not. The car was seen in VA. The mother is known to have family in VA. That's what I'm saying. So LE is not releasing the names of the occupants of the BMW, nor would the mother, or why they are seeking to speak to them at this point. The sheriff is putting up a $1,000 reward personally for the return of Evelyn because the mother's not doing shit. Neither are the grandparents. Like I said, their whole stories are a bunch of lies. So Evelyn was last seen by a babysitter on December 10th in Sullivan County. The baby's grandfather reported her missing. The mother has provided conflicting information, and they cannot rely on the information that she's provided. Casey Anthony. Mirroring. Certain information she has provided has been explicitly contradicted by video evidence and eyewitness testimony. Here's a picture of the little girl. And here is the booking information. This is going to be William Boyden Bryant McLeod, age 33, white male, ethnicity non-Hispanic, date of birth March 23rd, 86. Alias is Will McLeod. ID number, he was booked into custody today. Underneath is Angela May Boswell, age 42. She's female. She's white. She's non-Hispanic. She was booked today as well at 6:05 p.m. And she is in custody. Here is her booking information. So, obviously they had some shit to do with it or they wouldn't be in jail. So, yeah, I mean, let me see. I think I have 2 screenshots of some of the stuff that she said, but I'm not going to go read the whole thing, but I am going to say the parts that I thought were a little bit inappropriate if she was actually trying to find her child. She said, well, the reason I didn't report it or anything was I knew the person who had her. No shit. And I didn't want them to run with her. Boswell said, and as soon as they thought anything was going on, they kind of vanished. So I'm just kind of worried, and where they're at, what they're doing with her at this point. That was one of her statements. The next one, she said, yeah, I probably would have called the first day. No shit, right? I should have, but I just didn't want them to run with her like they have now. So basically you're saying what you were scared they were going to do. They basically did anyways because you didn't do your job as a mother. So, and I'm not trying to be like harsh, but it's like, let's like, if people who have kids here, let's be honest. Again, your kid's missing for 2 months and you don't report it. That ain't some Casey Anthony style shit, you know, and the way she's telling the story. And the grandparents didn't really report it until way later, too. And then she said, in a way, I knew that as soon as anything went down, this person was going to disappear, and they have. And they have tried to find them. They won't answer the phone call. So basically saying she knows who they are, but they won't answer. So, like I said, now they have these people in custody, so I'm guessing that's who they're supposed to be. But either way, I kind of feel like she's a little bit in on it. So, hi, Heather. Yes, please give the chat a thumbs up as y'all come in. We are about to do a tarot card reading for Evelyn Boswell, like I said, and I'm going to see what was happening in the days, weeks, months leading up to her disappearance, the day of her disappearance, and where she is now, and how we can find her. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Julia. Like I said, and then, like I said, we got 24 people in the room. If you're here to help us find Evelyn, please give it a thumbs up. Like I said, because that's going to bring in more positive energy. Hi, Sarah Groen. Like I said, to help us find Evelyn. Like I said, if that is what you're here to help us do. Like I said, because I'm about to start channeling her now. So the more positive energy that we have come in from people who are actually here to help us do the same thing, the more likely we are able to bring her energy in. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Like I said, she is a baby. She is 15 months old. She's been missing for 2 months. And her mother, and basically now we know her grandparents knew she was missing this whole 2 months and didn't report anything. So like I said, as y'all are coming into the room, because I see the numbers are rising, if you could please give it a thumbs up. We are about to start the channeling for Evelyn. My nose is starting to itch. Okay, so I'm going to start shuffling the cards. Hi, Nicole. Thank you for lighting a candle. I greatly appreciate it. As I'm going to be calling upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Samuel. This is all of the ones that help specialize in bringing people home, strength, and children. So we're going to go ahead and call upon them. We're calling upon Evelyn's spirit guides, my spirit guides, to come together and all that is good, which is going to be divine, source, and any type of God that you believe in. Source is God. So whatever you believe in, that's who source is. So everybody, like I said, put as much positive energy into it. Like I said, there's a lot of people in the room, but only a few likes, which is not the problem. The problem is, I'm saying, if you're here to help us find Evelyn, the more likes we have, the better, because it brings her energy into the room. So if you're here to help us find her, like I said, I'd greatly appreciate a thumbs up for her. Like I said, so yeah, exactly. So, hold on, 2 cards flipped out, and I can't find the other one. Okay, so basically the days, weeks, and month leading up to her disappearance, like I said, you have the 8 of Wands in reverse, which means something was with communication was coming in a bit slower, but more harsh than what it would be. It's harsh either way, but with it coming in this way, upside down for the weeks, days, and months leading up, it's going to be running a little bit slower. So that's something that was going on the days. So somebody was communicating something that was an action, an idea. They wanted to make a plan. So they were communicating it, but it was going to be put into motion very slowly with the wands. So, but there was a lot of communication going on about it. So let's see what else is here. That's too many cards, baby. Just 1 or 2. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and ask her. She's basically saying whatever came in, what they were offered the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups, whatever offer they got with the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Cups came in, and the person who was taking the offer rejoiced about the offer. They felt it was a good offer, so they went ahead and took it. So, and I'm feeling like it's the mom, and to be honest. So, like I said, I'm getting a very Casey Anthony vibe with her. I don't think her story jives, and I don't agree. So let's see why the 9 of Cups are here for Evelyn. Yeah, there was the equal give and take. So they made an equal give and take with this child. They traded off something for something else. That's what the 6 of Pentacles is. It's an earthly thing. So whether it's money, other earthly things. So yeah, they are basically, like I said, they were coming in with slow, harsh communication. The person took the offer. which was communicated, and the 9 of Cups came out. So they rejoiced in that offer, and they went ahead and made the trade, and that's what made the equal 6 of Pentacles come out of give and take. So, like I said, we were doing this reading for Evelyn at this moment, so I want to thank you to everybody who's coming in the room. If you give it a thumbs up and you're here to help us find Evelyn, I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, it'll bring in more positive energy for Evelyn so that we can find her. Again, I'm sorry. I do need to get some antibiotics. So, the day that she disappeared, I want to know what the mother and everybody else was doing. So, the day that she disappeared, Evelyn, can you tell me what was going on the day you disappeared? 3 cards came out. So somebody came in and offered something not good because it's reversed. So this, again, I said earlier, somebody was coming in with the 8 of Wands, and they were coming in with harsh communication really like slowly, but it was the plan. So this person went ahead and decided to take that plan that day, which brought out the Death card in reverse, which ended a cycle. So when they did that, it started a new cycle, which is the Fool. So that all happened very early in the day that she disappeared. Or the day leading up to it. I apologize. I keep getting coughs. Yeah. The reason that they kind of went ahead and passed her on is because of the world. I felt like the mother wanted a new start, and she felt that the girl was in the way. So that's kind of why the world's here. I feel like I said, it's a brand new start. It's a brand new cycle. Hold on, my cat's eating more chicken nuggets, and I'm going to grab a water. No more chicken nuggets. Get down. Yeah. So the mom went ahead and went along with the backwards ass plan, which ended in the death cycle in reverse. So it's the ending of a cycle for a new one. So she passed, she was okay with moving on so that she could have a new start for herself with the world, because the world is a new start. So let's see what else went on the day that she disappeared. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune spun. So it's basically the same thing. It's almost like the universe stepped in kind of and spun the wheel. So whenever this card comes out, usually when someone ends up missing or something like that, I feel like it was something that was like whether somebody else made it happen or the universe stepped in and made it happen for some reason. But we have clarifying cards. So that's going to explain to us more who possessed the Wheel of Fortune energy and why. But I'm still feeling like it's the mom that spun the Wheel of Fortune, because it's not reversed. If it was reversed, it would have been the opposite. Where are you at now, Evelyn? How can we find you? Where are you at now, Evelyn? Where can we find you? All right. So the Magician came in reverse, which is manipulating. They based Rex. No more. I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on one second. Okay. So the Magician came in reverse. So the Magician has all, if you look at it this right, he has all the tools. So he possesses all the signs. He has the Pinnacle, or the Pinnacles, the Sword, the Wand, and the Cup. So when it's in reverse, he's basically using it for all the wrong reasons. So that is what she is telling me, what she feels, where she's at right now. And she's saying the Magician manipulated things to make it seem like whoever the Magician is they're manipulating things to make it seem like there was this happy home and there was nothing to be concerned about. But that's not true, because the Magician's in reverse. So there were things to be worried about. They're hiding it. So they were hiding the fact that it was not a happy home with the Magician. So The Magician. Why is the Magician here? Who is it? The Magician brought in the Tower. And the Magician was waiting for something to come in, or something finally did come in with the the three. My cat keeps trying to steal stuff, and I'm sorry, I'm distracted. He usually doesn't bother me this much right now, but he is trying to steal everything that's on the table in front of me, and I apologize. But again, it's the Three of Wands. So that's like waiting for a ship to come in, and it finally did. So this person made this plan, which is the mother. Like I said, the mother made the plan with the Magician to manipulate so that she could pretend she had a happy home. She shook the foundation with the Tower, and she's kind of now, she pretended that, like, you know, everything's fine. Evelyn's with somebody else, and she's just kind of there. Like, she, you know, she's already said everything that she knows, you know, so that's how she's pretending. That's kind of how I feel with the Three of Wands in reverse with that particular card. So let's see what comes out next with the Tower and the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, she feels like there was bickering. There was Seven of Wands. So that means there was people involved that were starting problems. They wanted to cause problems. So, yeah, that's kind of why the Seven of Wands is here. So there was, she is showing me at the time where she disappeared that the mother was being manipulative, or somebody else within the family, to make their home life seem happy. They basically shook the foundation when they did what they did with her, and they waited for somebody else to come in and take it off of their hands. They were waiting for that ship to come in. And when they did, they were very, like I said, they told her, do it. And I'm hearing almost do what you want. Oh, thank you, Robert's Girl. I greatly appreciate that. Like I said, we want to all thank you, Robert's Girl, for donating to the channel. Like I said, we will use it in the future for more stuff, like more crystals and more cards. So once again, thank you very much. And I also want to thank everybody else for being in the chat. Like I said, we are about to start clarifying the cards that we just laid down. So for the days, weeks, and months that she went up to missing, we're going to see what was planned and why, because it is showing me it was planned. So the Eight of Wands is in reverse, which means that basically somebody came in with an offer. Sometimes it can be a little bit slower, but it is an offer. So, but it's not a good offer when it's in reverse most of the time. So, like I said, she also has the Nine of Cups, which means she accepted it and she rejoiced with that offer, and she went ahead and made a trade with the Six of Pentacles. So we're going to clarify those cards and see why she did that. So with the Eight of Wands in reverse, what was the purpose of the Eight of Wands in reverse? Because she wanted to go party. The Three of Cups just came out. Sorry, y'all. I gotta get underneath the chair. She wanted to go party. She didn't want to be a mom anymore. She was young. I wish she like 19. She just turned 19. Yeah, she was over it. And then here we go again, because this is like, the Three of Cups is like partying. As you can see, it's overindulgence. I mean, it's not always a bad card, but it is overindulgence. It can be. So, with this card too on top of it, it's basically like drinking upon celebrating upon celebrating. So it was almost like I finally got rid of this situation, is how I feel like in my head. That's what I'm hearing. I finally got rid of the situation and I'm going to enjoy myself. So why are the Nine of Cups here for the weeks, days, and months leading up to your disappearance, Evelyn? Can you tell us why? Again, the Magician was being manipulative, and they brought in the Page of Pentacles. So they brought somebody in with an earthly offer, and they offered to trade. And so the Magician also has Pinnacles. So they traded Pinnacles for Pinnacles, if that makes sense. So basically they traded an earthly item for another earthly item, with the card underneath it being the Six of Pentacles, which is give and take. So that's the card that came out for the Nine of Cups. Yeah, we have 30 in the room. Like I said, if y'all are coming in to help us try to find Evelyn, we greatly appreciate it. If you give it a thumbs up, it'll help bring in more positive energy and more people that are helping to try to find Evelyn. So if you're actually here to help us try to find Evelyn, I would greatly appreciate it. All the mods and everybody else in the room who are putting all their energy and all their time into trying to, like I said, keep up with articles, make sure that everybody's up to date. As I said, and so again, we want to thank everybody in the chats for supporting the channel. So if you're here to try to help us find Evelyn, we'd greatly appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up and maybe share it with somebody who is interested in this case, or might have some information. So next to the Six of Pentacles, you have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is basically worried about himself and his own emotion. He's looking at the Six of Pentacles like, give me what I want. They're both turned away from each other. But the King of Cups is faced towards the Wheel of Fortune. So he knows his offer is going to make a big, big change. So why is the Fool here with the Death card and the Ace of Wands? Why is the Ace of Wands the Death card and the Fool card here? Because the Emperor came out in reverse. So they gave her to the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor reverse, if you look at him upright, he's stone cold, basically. He sits on stone. He's wearing steel boots. He has his scepter. He has his crown. But he's looking out the corner of his eyes. Like, he pretty much doesn't do anything. He makes everybody else do it for him. He doesn't get his hands dirty. So whoever they got to do that for them, I do feel was a man. And now it usually represents a grandfather. To be completely honest, because you see the beard too, it can represent a grandfather figure. So it isn't a step grandfather or something like that in custody. I'm not really sure. Again, here's the Three of Wands again in reverse, and I know we had it somewhere else. But it's with the World. So again, they were waiting for a brand new world. So they were waiting for this person to come in, or this is the Two of Wands. So they were waiting for this person to come in and take the child so they could go ahead and have that brand new start. And the world's in their hands. So as I'm saying, she figured once she got rid of this child, she would have a brand new start. So that's what she was doing. Let's see why the Wheel of Fortune is here. I'm not going to say her. I almost feel like it was they. I feel like it was all of them. So let's go ahead and do the Wheel of Fortune and see what that gives us. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for when you went missing? Because they didn't want to work on making things work within the earthly realm anymore as far as with her. The home, jobs, the money, anything. They didn't want to spend money on her. They didn't want to deal with anything that had to do with her. So they basically flipped up the home upside down and used the Ten of Cups. And like I said, the Ten of Cups flipped upside down is an unhappy home. So that's what they did whenever she spent the Wheel of Fortune to get rid of her, to make her disappear. When she did that, she came out of a resting state because I feel like she was resting in the sense of like, not a good rest, almost like she felt like she had to be home because she had to be. You know what I mean? Like once she got rid of this Eight of Pentacles in reverse and this Ten of Cups in reverse, she could finally come out of rest and be who she really wanted to be, right? And do what she really wanted. So next we have the Ten of Cups again. So this is after her disappearance. So now she's happy and she used her manipulation skills with the Magician in reverse to do so. Let's see what the cards come out for that. What do you want to tell us, Faye, about who was involved? Once they did that, they did it for money, I believe, or they did it for some earthly offer. They traded something for something else because again, Pinnacles is an earthly offer, so it was a big offer too. So most people, like I said, it's a good offer, but not this situation. It should be in reverse. It's not, but I feel like it should be. Because, again, it's not a good offer because the Tower came out underneath it and the Three of Wands, again, in reverse. So, it's not a good offer. I mean, I know it's upright, but it's not a good offer. Yeah, because with the Tower coming out and the Three of Swords, she is feeling anxiety where she is. She is feeling a bit of anxiety and depression. Again, I understand she's a baby, but babies get used to their surroundings. And she was, 15 months old. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she knew who her mother was and grandfather and grandma and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, she's having a little bit of a hard time right now adjusting because she doesn't really know where she is. And that's maybe why she's being a bit defensive with the Seven of Wands. Because the Seven of Wands is here next. And this is the last card for the clarifying, and then we'll pull a couple other ones. Yeah, the Seven of Wands, whoever has her, they're not really showing emotion. They're very immature. They're more doing it for themselves and not to... they don't even really want to gain anything. It almost seems like it's just to mess with the other person or because they just don't care. Like I said, if it's a cup to me, it's like it's because they got too much emotion or they don't have any at all. So I'm going to go ahead and clear the board, and we're going to do some angel answers for her. Does anybody have any questions they want me to ask her before I go ahead and move on to angel answers? Because it is a completely different deck. So, and I'm going to eat these chicken nuggets because my cat's about to eat them. So, I apologize. Hi, Mika. Or Muka. I'm sorry. I think so. As far as the boyfriend, yeah. Oh, and I did see somebody say about Lisa. I have talked to her. She was gonna set the timer to try to meet us, but again, she's very tired, so she might sleep through it. So she might not catch the chat till tomorrow. So I'm gonna ask. What is the question? Did Maggie's boyfriend? Why does she have two names, by the way? Because my name's Megan. I don't call myself Maggie. Is that her middle name? Does anybody know? Oh, yeah. Could you tell me who Hunter is again, Miss Texas? I don't remember. The dad's out of town. Well, actually, I think Hunter's supposed to be the biological dad, right? Miss Texas? Yeah, I think he was supposed to be the biological, or at least she lied or something and said it was the guy that's like in the Air Force or something. Yeah. I just know she dated some guy for like 3 months and basically like tried to change her name on Facebook, and he was like, she's a creepo. So, oh, and she used to like slit her wrist, or, like try to like cut herself and do self-harm on the school bus. That also came out later. So she was basically under psych evaluation at a very young age. So I'm going to say 3 to 4, Lady D, to be completely honest. I think it's her whole family. I think they all know where the kid is, pretty much. Again, I'm not sure of the mother's relationship with whoever she was arrested with. I'm pretty sure it's her husband, her second or third or whatever husband. And then I found out later the dad that's supposed to be the dad of the girl is not the dad of the girl, from what I understand. Yeah, I'll ask that. Yeah, dad's in Army. Well, I heard it's not even that actually isn't even his kid. I heard he came out and said that that's not even actually his kid. It's some kid. It's somebody else she was like messing with at the same time. So I don't know. But we're about to see. Like I said, I'm gonna cut it. So if y'all, like I said, I'm gonna ask about the boyfriend, and I'm gonna ask about which situation she's in. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do next. I asked her what did Hunter have to do with Disappearance, the boyfriend, and she's telling me it was about love. So it was a 2 of cups of emotion. So it's supposed to be an equal give and take of emotion. So she's saying that whoever was in on it was 2 people, and it was an equal give and take of emotion. They both agreed upon it to happen. And this is again about the mother and boyfriend. So why do they have the 2 of cups? What were they trying to accomplish with that? Straight love, I guess. I guess the mother wanted all the attention on herself and not the daughter. So that's why she figured maybe getting rid of the daughter would get her out of the relationship so she didn't have to deal with it anymore. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm feeling. She's not reversed, but that's still what I'm feeling. Like I said, I feel she felt the daughter was getting in the way a bit and like was getting too much attention and she didn't like it. I asked her what else about Hunter, and she told me that he was 7 of Wands, so which means he was always bickering and fighting. I'm going to ask her with who. the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which I'm guessing is her mother, because her mother's lying. I don't know her birth date, but it's almost like right now she's trying to care. Like she's trying to act like she cares, right? And that's why she did what she did. But in reality, she has she's scorned, and for some reason. I don't know what's pissed her off so bad, but like I said, she's got the Two of Cups wanting emotion. Then she has the Queen of Cups wanting to possess emotion as if she is the queen, which is Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer traits. So it's like she feels she's the Queen of Cups, but I don't feel she is because there's a lot of conflict going on around it. And she's actually showing up as the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which means that she's she can be very manipulative and basically kind of lie about everything. I think it's the boyfriend and the mother, and they both know more than what they're saying, as well as some of the family. I said a kid don't go missing for 2 months, and neither sets of grandparents ask where the kid is for 2 months. Actually, I asked her what she feels where she's at, and she is feeling there will be a victory in the end. So she is saying that with all their conflict and stuff, a victory will come. With all the conflict, a victory will come out of it. So let's see why the Six of Wands here. It's a cross. It's going to be above the Queen of Pentacles, so it's going to come out underneath it. Why is the Queen of Pentacles? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse because they are overindulgent, which means they could be overindulging in drugs, alcohol, anything like that. So yeah, I think the mother is dabbling in drugs possibly, or somebody that she knows is. And maybe she did some type of trade for drugs or money so that she could do so. Again, that's what my cards are telling me. That's what my intuition is telling me. And that's what previous cases who are pretty much doing the same thing, my gut intuition is telling me. Like I said, I want to take 1 second before I go ahead and pull the last 2 cards. Thank you for everybody who's coming in the room. I do see there are more people coming in the room. We are looking for Evelyn Boswell, and basically we're doing a reading right now on her mother and how she is, where she is, and if the mother's boyfriend was involved. So if you can go ahead and give it a thumbs up as y'all come in. Like I said, we greatly appreciate it. It'll help bring in more people who are trying to help find Evelyn, and it'll help bring in more positive energy so that we can find her. So again, this is going to be the last 2 cards. I'm going to ask her again how she feels. Hold on, it flipped. The Nine of Cups came out. So the Nine of Cups is saying that somebody will come in very quickly, and that's how she feels. They're going to come in very quickly, and they're going to spill the emotions, spill the beans kind of thing. So that's how she feels. She feels that she is going to have a victory because the Knight of Wands is going to come in and make sure of it. Like I said, because the person who did it or who is involved in it, they're all overindulging. And that's why I say 3 or 4 at least, because there's 3 cups. So it's like a third, it's like a 3-party thing. So what's the last card for the Knight of Cups? What is the Knight of Cups offering you? He's offering almost like a intellectual stability, I guess. He wants her, I guess, maybe to be able to voice herself a little bit better. And maybe she's not doing so. And he's helping her to do that where she is and speak. I know she's a baby, so I mean it's almost impossible. But or use her thoughts maybe. I don't know. You said usually the King of Swords kind of possesses, thoughts, actions, brand new ideas. It's the same thing as kind of like the Wands. It's brand new ideas, brand new starts. But it's usually it's like kind of like starting a new project or starting a new job or something like that. So that's who's kind of like helping her. I mean, the Knight or the King of Swords is helping her where she is to maybe put it more in order. Hi to everybody coming in the room. Like I said, I want to thank y'all again for joining us. That's crazy, Kimberly. So, yeah. Yeah, I showed it, actually, Miss Texas. I showed the booking information. Let me see, hold on. Stupid fucking Samsung Pay. Okay. All right, so this is his. I said, I'm guessing this is her boyfriend or something. William McLeod, but it basically says he's 33, white male, and non-Hispanic. Date of birth is March 23rd, 86. He was booked today at 6 o'clock. He's in custody. So, and then underneath that is her. And I believe, again, this is her family member because it has her name. Angela May Boswell. I'm guessing that's the grandmother of some sort. She's 42. And again, the girl's only 19, so I'm guessing it's a mother or something like that. And she's female, also white. She was booked today at the same time. And she's also non-Hispanic, and her birthday is 1977, July 28th. Like I said, that is her booking information. And again, it's on the website Miss Texas just mentioned. Oh, yeah, right. Thanks. And it's starting to kind of dull down. I want to get a new phone, but it's not like super important. It works well. So, so y'all have any oh, let me do the angel answers real quick from her. Sorry, my eye is just it's gonna be all the angel answers, so I'm just gonna let her drop however many she wants. Okay, she dropped 4, so let me flip them over and put them in order how they fell. Okay, she said take action within I don't know if it's in the right order. Sorry. Take action within the next few months and it'll be the perfect timing. And then she has one more that says there is something better out there that you will find out soon. So that is what she is saying through her spirit guides, or whoever is helping her voice, And again, she was born the same day actually as Margot was from Heidi Burchard. They had the same birth date. I want to say, I think it was 11/26. They were both born. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, then you can go ahead and correct it, I guess, in the comment section. But I'm pretty sure Margot Burchard and her had the same birthday, just different years. So, yeah, I saw that Country Girl where they busted like a bunch of people. Okay, so actually, why I do that though, I'm gonna go ahead and set up real quick because Paula already has 2 readings coming, and then Manuela has hers. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So like I said, I am doing the readings tonight. Like I said, so the one that I'm offering tonight is the Stuck in a Rut one. So basically, it's gonna answer. I said, and we can still continue to talk about Evelyn if you'd like. But I just want to go ahead and get these done because they're already paid for. So like I said, it's Stuck in a Rut is going to be the first one. So it's 5 card spread and you get an oracle card. And it says, why are you stuck in this rut? That's going to be your first card. Your second card is what's your first step to getting out of it? And the third is going to be what should you let go of? The second would be what else that you need to let go of to get out of it. And the fifth is what should you focus on moving forward from here on out. The sixth will be your oracle card advice. And again, I'm going to do a separate spread for Paula by herself that I haven't done yet. So if y'all are interested in that, I mean, I guess y'all can let me know whenever if y'all decide to choose that. But we're going to go ahead and start with the first one. She went ahead and did the spirit guides one first. So we're going to do that one for her first. So this, like I said, this is for Paula. So your first card that's going to come out, Paula, is going to be what you should remember that you're not remembering and that you're forgetting at the moment from your spirit guides. All right, you ready, Paula? You just give me a Y if you're ready. And then this is going to be your spirit guide spread, and then we're going to do another one for you. And like I said, I'm just doing it with you because I think that it's something that you would enjoy. And so that's also another, like I said, you ready? Okay. So we're doing your spirit guide. So your first card, like I said, is going to be what you are forgetting that you need to remember. And that will help you get through this Mercury retrograde. It's going to be guidance from your spirit. It's going to be from your spirit guidance. So let's see. The first card is going to be, like I said, what you are forgetting. You're forgetting that you harness the Queen of Wands energy, which is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, which is actually a very strong energy. So it says sometimes that you might forget that you possess that. So it's just telling you that every now and then, don't hesitate to take action upon yourself and maybe handle something the way you should, which I don't think you do. I don't think you hold back too much. But that's all it's basically saying. Just don't hold back. You know, if something's bothering you, you can act upon it and you can let them know it's bothering you. So that is something that you might be struggling with or that you're forgetting within this realm. So let's go ahead and see what card number 2 has to say. And the card number 2 is going to be what your spirit guide is trying to tell you. Also that you, I don't know if this is you or somebody else, but the Emperor is with, that's what they're trying to tell you. So I kind of get the feeling they're telling you it's more you. So I feel like they're telling you like you're strong upon strong because again, Emperor represents Aries, which Sagittarius represents Aries, or the Queen of Wands represents Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. So you kind of have 2 fire signs right next to each other. So I think they want you to remember that you are very good at taking action and you do it in a good way. So let's see. What advice is your spirit guide trying to tell you? Your spirit guide is basically trying to tell you, I thought this was a 5-card spread, but I guess it's 4. So anyways, your spirit guide is basically wanting to tell you and offer information and advice to you, which is telling you to walk away from a certain situation maybe. And I don't know what that would be. It might have something to do with the Queen of Wands or the Emperor. I don't know. Like I said, that would be, like I said, this is advice from your spirit guides. So you would have to kind of like apply it in your own life. So again, because I'm not really sure about, I'm just kind of the channel here. So what they do want you to know is the outcome, so if you choose the path that they're telling you to take, that you'll have the Ace of Cup of emotion. So if you kind of, I would kind of say walk away from some of the energy because I'm sorry, I'm just trying to pick up energy off the cards. Because I do feel like the energy for the male and the female, as far as the Queen of Wands and the Emperor, I do feel like it's you. And it's telling you don't walk away from those powers or those what you possess because you have the Ace of Cups. So that's what your spirit guide is telling you. And then you have your work your light oracle still too. So, and that's going to clarify a little bit better for you. I hope that helps some. I know it's a little bit, it does seem a little bit confusing, but it's basically saying stand in your power and don't walk away, and you will be offered a great cup of emotion. Like I said, so let's go ahead and do your oracle card, and then we'll do the next spread for you. I know that came out quick. So your oracle card is Akasha. You are guided. Your guidance is divinely guided. So yes, it's telling you to go ahead and make those decisions, and you don't have to, like I said, make the decisions and stick with them, and you will have abundance from it. And it's saying that you are divinely guided to do so. So it is saying you're okayed by your spirit guides to handle that situation. So the next spread we're going to do for you, Paula, is going to be your message from the universe to help connect to heal yourself from this Mercury retrograde. I said this is a bonus that I was doing because I haven't tried it yet, so I did want to try it. So we're trying it on Paula, if you don't mind. Hi, Lisa. I mean, I can try. It's gonna let me see how, because I'm doing paid readings right now, so let me make sure I don't have any. But again, I haven't looked up Baby Dior, so I don't know anything about Baby Dior. So I kind of have to know a little bit about it before I do that, because otherwise it's a dry reading, which means I don't really know anything about it. Okay. I'll take care of that after. Okay. So we're going to do this new spread for Paula. Like I said, it is basically her message from the universe to help her to connect and heal for this Mercury retrograde. Why is the cards all flipped around? Sorry, let me fix the cards real quick because they're like flipped in the weirdest spots. Okay. So it's going to be a 6-card spread with the oracles. So the first card is going to be, how can I connect with my higher self? So this is for you, Paula. You ready? Hi, Red Rum. So are you ready, Paula? Oh, thank you, Angie. What do I burn during? I use Palo Santos. I don't use sage. I don't like the way sage smells. Hey, Jaws. Okay, so here we go. So, for your how you connect with your higher self through this retrograde, Paula. Let's see. How can she connect to herself? It's basically saying, I think, be a little bit more outgoing and a little bit more mischievous, because to me, this is a little bit of a mischievous card as long as you don't stay there too long. But it's like a good time. It's like going out, having a couple drinks, bullshitting with your girls. So to me, I think that it's just saying have a little bit of fun, maybe. I don't know. Again, I'm not saying you don't have fun, but I'm just saying, even if you sit at home, have a drink, and watch your favorite show, that's the same thing. You don't have to go out. So it's just anything that makes you have a good time. That is what is something that's going to help you connect to your higher self. Something about yourself. Something beautiful about yourself, actually. You are very good at working with others. You're very good at working and as a well-oiled machine. So you basically are the well-oiled machine. Like I said, again, you have the Pinnacles. So it is showing that you are very, very good within the earthly realm and working with others. So what do you need to know to heal during this Mercury retrograde? That it is okay to move on from some things. I know some things you don't, not you, but like people in general, just, it's a little bit easier to hang on to some things than what it is to let it go. And it's basically saying it might do you some good to kind of let some of it go. So let's see about focus on this. Oops. This is what you're going to focus on to begin your healing process. You're going to focus on the fact that right now you are harnessing during the Mercury retrograde, as far as the earthly energies, you are harnessing the Queen of Pentacles. So you pretty much do run within the earthly realm very well. So you're very good at what you do, and you're very, very good with others. That's what I'm saying. You have the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So you're very good at working with others. So let's see what else they have to say. This is how you heal yourself. The outcome of you healing yourself with the Queen of Pentacles. Oops. Whenever you heal yourself with the Queen of Pentacles, you will get temperance. So you will balance out your emotions and your actions. Not to say that they're not, but it'll help you balance them out even more. And that will help you. And it's across from the Three of Pentacles. So you'll run even better than what you already do. So and the last card is going to be the message from the universe for you. It is the Knight of Swords coming in. So it's saying that from the universe, is saying that there could be a person coming in very soon, and that or offer coming in very soon that could be of the mind of a situation, but it is saying consider the offer, and that is the message from the universe. So we're going to go ahead and pull a Work Your Light Oracle for you, Paula. Do you have any questions? All right, you got two cards, actually three cards that flipped out. You have Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? So again, you have the Six of Swords. So it is telling you to go ahead and take a journey. So I don't know if maybe you're thinking about traveling. And it is saying that you are a star mother, and how can you mother yourself? So it's saying to nurture yourself. And you know, again, this is you know, Virgin Mary, pretty much, basically. So, and then you have Sisterhood of the Rose. Again, you are empathic, beauty. You have beauty and devotion, and that's the spread I did for you. It did ask what is the most beautiful thing about you, and it is that you work well with others, which you see here. There's a bunch of other people behind you, and you do carry the priestess energy. You're mystic, and you are a teacher. So that is what they are telling you with that spread. So, okay, I'm glad. And then we have Manuela next, and then we will move on and see if we just want to talk about something else. Manuela is doing the Amethyst spread from last night. So again, I have the crystals right here for the amethyst, and we'll do the same thing that we did last night. And when we get to the fifth card, we'll close our eyes together. We all focus on running the energy through your body with the purple and the pink, because those are the loving energies. That's from the heart chakras areas, and then it'll help. So if you are ready, Manuela, just let me know, and we're going to go ahead and get started on your Amethyst Tarot reading. All right. So I'm going to pull your first 5 cards, and I will explain them to you as I go through them. And then, like I said, when we get to your 5th card, that's when we will both hold the crystal, close our eyes, and then you will pretend as if you're holding it and seeing purple and pink go through your head to your toes. And then you will ask your question that you would like to know, or something that you need to know that will help you bring in more love and more peace within your life. And then you will get an oracle card. So your first card is going to be, what area of your life needs peace? I feel like you might have an offer that you're getting that you're really not too sure of, or maybe somebody made you not sure of it, but it's saying upright, it is a good offer. So I don't know if maybe that's something that might be bothering you, that you don't know if you should take this offer or not. But I mean, I'm kind of getting, it would make you happy if you took this offer, because it would give you peace. So if you have an offer of some type of job, relationship, family members that maybe you haven't talked to in a while, anything like that, anything within the earthly realm, because that is an earth card. So yeah, that's what you need to do to get some peace right now, is that you need to go ahead and maybe take that offer or consider it. And then let's see what needs stabilizing with inside your life to help with that. It's showing introspection, which is also a Mercury card, and that's what we are going through. Well, Virgo represents Mercury because it's ruled by Mercury, and it is the Hermit card, which is known to represent Virgo. I don't remember if it represents Gemini. I'm not sure, but I do know for sure it represents Virgo, and they're basically introspection. So you have pinnacle upon pinnacle pretty much here in a way. This is a major arcana, but again, it represents Virgo. So, like I said, you are offered something, and if you take that offer, it's just telling you to think about it just a little bit. And but I think we'll see what the next one says. How can you bring about more calmness within your life with this offer? All right, you had 2 cards come out. You have the Hangman in reverse and the 6 of Cups. So basically how you cultivate more calmness in your life is you focus more on your family, like the children and maybe your grandchildren, or if you have children, or if your children have children, like I said, grandchildren, nieces, nephews. It's saying kind of, spend time with them and just kind of act out of the ordinary with them and have a good time, because sometimes you just need to take a break and relax and have fun. And so, and maybe they need that from you. So that might be an important reason why that card is there. So let's see what you need, what is going to help you strengthen your intuition during this retrograde. It's going to be the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is basically like, I'm not saying you don't speak up when something's bothering you or your emotions, but I think if you maybe possibly say something a little bit sooner than later, it'll benefit you a lot more. And the reason I say that is because I do the opposite. Sometimes I'll say things later instead of sooner, and then it's kind of like, I should have said something a while ago, and then I wouldn't feel so bad now. So what we're going to do next is we're going to look at the crystals next. So this is for the 5th card. So let me know whenever you're ready to do the crystals, okay, Manuela? Okay. So these are the crystals we're going to use, right? So these are considered amethyst, opal, and then there's another sand. This is a polished one, but it has amethyst and a couple other different colors, different stones mixed within it. But this is completely nothing but raw amethyst. So I thought it would be good for us to use both. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hold the crystals in my hand, and then you'll pretend, like you will imagine that you're holding these crystals as well. We're both going to close our eyes at the same time. When we do so, when I count to 3, you're going to picture the color of purple and pink going through your body from head to toe, because those are the colors that represent love and peace. So, and then you will ask your spirit guides what it is that you need to know, or what it is that they're trying to tell you that would help you basically bring in more love and peace in your life and anything that you might be missing. So, and if it's buffering, you might just want, I don't know if you just want to restart, but again, we're going to go ahead and do Manuela. So we're going to go ahead and close our hand, Manuela. And then, I said, and then 1, 2, 3. Once I get to 3, we're going to close our eyes. And you're going to, like I said, ask your spirit guides what it is that you need to know, or what it is they're trying to tell you that you're not picking up on, to help you bring in peace and love during this Mercury retrograde. So 1, 2, 3, we'll close our eyes. Okay, so again, are you ready? Did you get to ask your question, Manuela? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and pull the card, and that's going to be whatever question it is that you ask is going to be your answer to your question. So it's saying to hold on tight to what you have, because you're doing good at it, and you're making, again, here's an earth card, so hold on tight to everything that you have. You have about 3 earth cards here. And it's saying to kind of hold on tight within your family, and if you feel that you need to come in and defend something in an emotional manner, that it's okay, in the sense, of you are just kind of being protective of what you have and who is around you. So that is going to be your Amethyst Spread. I'm going to go ahead and pull your Oracle card, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Like I said, my about section has my email in it if you have any questions. This is your Work Your Life card, Manuela. All right, you had 3 come out. So you're already doing it. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. So I feel like you're kind of already making a decision about something, so it's telling you to go ahead and go with that decision. It is saying you are a warrior woman, that if you weren't afraid, what else would you do? So basically, like I said, you are a warrior, and it's saying don't hold back because you are a warrior. And the last one is I'm talking long time, longing for home, belonging, and then the original light worker. So you are a light worker of some sort. So if you do meditation and things like that, that will help you to understand better what your gift is. So that is going to be a reading. Let me see. I don't know exactly. I'll ask, and I'll get 3 card spread, but it might not tell me exactly. It might just tell me if it's going to come in slow or not. So, it's an offer of equal give and take. It can be a job, friends, family, or money. So it's an offer of give and take, which is coming in. And again, I know you're wanting to know when it comes in, but that's what it's showing. It is going to come in, but there has to be an equal give and take. So what is that equal give and take? It's basically saying there's got to be a brand new start on somebody's side. They have to initiate. They have to spark the fire to get it going. So that's when you're going to get the offer. And then if you plant your panties, did I just say panties? If you plant your Pinnacles the way that, and harvest them, like I said, these are all planted, and you see they're really abundant and golden and all that stuff. So if you plant them, then you will have the offer come in maybe sooner than you hoped. But it does show that you have to put some work into it a bit. So again, that will be your reading, Manuela. So again, nobody else is paid. So is there anything else that y'all want to talk about? We're going on an hour. Hey, Mystic Brady, I ain't seen you in a while. How are you? Thank you. Actually, someone else said they had saw me. They were saying my aura was orange, so I'm not really sure if that's good too. But yeah, it can be calming. But Mystic Brady has a great channel, so if you haven't checked it out, hop over there and subscribe to her. Like I said, she has wonderful content. Like I said, she likes to do she does a lot of art from home, and so she sells a lot of that, and it's really nice art and a very reasonable price. So like I said, so yeah, like I said, you can ask. I said go ahead over and go to Mystic Brady's page and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. If you have any more questions, Manuela, you can email me, because like I said, I did do an extra few cards. So, and I said, and I mean, unless you want to, because I'm not sure on what you're saying to work on, because I did just say how soon the offer is coming. So that would be, again, I mean, that's almost a 9 card spread. So, again, whatever you feel like in your life needs some working on is what they're telling you to work on. So that's kind of what I guess, I mean, it's your spirit guides pretty much coming through for you. So they're telling you what you need to work on and what's going to help stabilize you. So, yeah, you're a light worker. You can tap into this. So that's what I'm saying. You can sleep, you can meditate, and it will help you understand what it is that you need to work on. At least that's the card, like I said, it came up for you. So it did say that you are a light worker. So if you focus on those energies, then it should help you to understand what it is that maybe you need to work on. Oh, good. That I was wondering. I was hoping it was a good thing, Mystic Brady. I was like, they said it was orange, so I was like, I hope that's good. Maze balls. Who has the maze balls? That's an interesting comment. I haven't heard that in a while. Maze balls. So what do y'all think about the reading? What do y'all think about Evelyn's reading? The ones who are here for it. Oh yeah, hey Jay, I didn't even see you come in. Yeah, they had the forensic at the house again today. I did not get to look up the article, but I did see the pictures. So they did go back to his home with the forensic team and go back in and basically, I guess, take out some more items. So oh, that's amazeballs. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's what I at least was sent, that there were crime like units or whatever outside the house, and that they were kind of they were already kind of like, I guess, collecting evidence again. So I guess we'll see soon what happens. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think it was definitely planned. She did it to get her own freedom, and she's lying. So it's a Casey Anthony thing. Who lies? In the family too. Who lies for 2 months? Like I said, if I did not produce my children in a day, my mom would freak out on me. My mom, my dad, my grandma, everybody. They would be like, "What the is your problem? Like, you let us talk to our grandson, nephew, whatever, right now." You know what I mean? So it's like they would come banging my door down. So the fact that they did nothing for 2 months too, it kind of makes you wonder. Like I said, and what of them? Like, one of them's arrested now, her mother, I think, or something. So it's kind of like, what's wrong with y'all? No, they don't have to put out hours or any information for 72 hours. So whatever they collect today, we don't have to hear anything for at least 3 days of whatever it is that they're doing. But I do have pictures of the police going in and out of the house today, and that was in the daylight. So again, and they are time and date stamped. So it did happen. I know that. So I don't know what all of a sudden came up to that piqued their interest, that they wanted to go back and pull out stuff. But yeah. Oh yeah, but I mean, not to get too much into vowels, because I don't even really want to discuss them too much, because I feel like they're full of crap. But yeah, I mean, for even as long as they got away with not producing their children, that's a joke. Like, that seriously is. Like, for them to like go for almost 4 to 5 months and not have to produce your children. Like, I've seen people do nothing wrong and be like hounded by CPS. And these people can literally not produce their children for 4 to 5 months, and they follow them around, and that's supposed to scare them. Like, what the hell is that? That's what I'm saying. It was weird. The whole thing was weird. So yeah, like I said, I would have to look up Baby Dior before I read him. Like I said, I don't know about the case and I don't know anything about it, so I can't dry read him. So like I said, I could try to do a live reading on him tomorrow, but if I have the time to go ahead and look his case up and get a little bit of information, because I basically just need like a news clip and a couple pictures. Yeah, I did see them. When did they go missing? Because I asked somebody when Amia Robertson went missing and nobody responded. So I'm curious of when the child went missing and how old they are, if it is a child. Because, I mean, if you can tell me, I'd appreciate it, Julia, who Evelyn, I mean, not Evelyn, I'm sorry, Amaya is, and when she went missing and how old she is. Because nobody's told me. Yeah, she was. I was saying this bitch was like half smiling. That's what I'm saying. Like, she knew what she was doing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a liar. As I said, she's Casey Anthony #2. Like I said, just give it a little bit of time. She'll be like the most hated. She'll be the most third number hated woman in America underneath Casey Anthony, Nicole Kessinger, and then her. Wait, no, Megan Fermesca, then her. So. Yeah, I mean, you can send an email. Like I said, it just takes me a little bit longer to emails right now because I got a lot of emails. So it's kind of easier if they just tell me, like, is it within the last year? And I just need her name. That's all. So, I mean, like, if it's not within the last year, then I would just add it to the case. Oh, yeah. So if we're still talking about date, we'll see. The baby Dior is good. Yeah, he's on the list, but, I mean, I got 10 cases ahead of him, so I'm going to get to him as I can. But as far as, like I said, Amaya Robertson, I just want to know how long she's been missing. That's all. I really don't need to know anything else. Yeah, see, that's another one that's just going to have to go to the list unless it's a private reading and it's super important. Because, I mean, not super important, but like, I'm trying to do cases of people who are currently missing or something's going on right now. So if it's anything over a year, then I kind of add it to just the true crime list and not so much like a true, like a live channeling or something like that. Because, you know, I mean, I can do that. But the thing is, right now I have so many active cases going on. I kind of have to take care of those before I take care of the ones from years and years and years ago, because people are interested, you know, I mean, people want to hear about those, you know, so. And again, they want to hear about all of them, and I respect everyone. You know, I respect Baby Dior, I respect Amaya, I respect all of their cases, like I said. But I just want to be fair to the people that are currently missing and that could possibly stand a chance if we still, you know, keep putting the energy in to help try to find them. I mean, we did it with Angelina; we found her, so. Yeah, so like I said, I'll add Ania to the list. Or no, I don't think it's Ania. Amaya. I'm sorry. I'll add Amaya to the list. And like I said, I'm getting ready to do private. I do have a private reading that I have to do tomorrow for sure. So I'm doing that tomorrow, and then I can, you know, try to do Baby Dior or Amaya if I can pick up their energy. But if I can't pick up their energy, then I'm gonna leave it alone for a little bit and just move on to one of the cases I've already been working on and give them time to connect, because I, you know. Yeah. So I'm adding it to the list. Like I said, I'll try to channel the two and see which one comes through the strongest. But I can't guarantee one day that I can connect. It might take me a couple because there's other ones I've been working on. So I might, like I said, there's other cases like I know we're not trying to stick to the values, but I do want to do her energy while she's in jail and when she'll flip, because she's definitely gonna flip on him. I mean, why would she lie for him, right? She's like killed all of her husbands, so what the hell would she lie for this husband that she's like been married to for what? Like, she basically married him to make him the fall, like the fall person. That's how I feel. But yeah, and that's the thing, is I don't want to burn myself out, you know, because like I said, I am tired. I have been doing a lot of channelings, which I don't mind doing because, again, this is what I like to do. But there are times where I do have to sleep. Do you remember her name, Manuela? Yeah, like these like murder cases and missing cases, like Mystic Brady said, like it's like right here, like it hurts so bad. Like after a while, like you just have to sleep. Like it's almost like I get such bad headaches and migraines if I don't sleep. Like I said, and that's when I get my downloads. Yeah, it is very draining. That's why I said I'm already kind of drained. As I said, normally, we'd be on here, but I didn't nap today very much. I tried, but like I was I had a very hard time sleeping. Yeah, and that's the thing. My youngest one, for some reason, he wasn't really feeling too great today, and then I didn't really want to fall asleep because it was close to the time I had to get Andrew, and so I wanted to make sure we got this reading across for her. Like I said, and as far as I know, like I said, everything about her family and her has been crooked from what I see. I know that the dad and the brother tried to like assault and kill somebody by like going into their house. So, I mean, that shows you what her family's about. And then the fact that the baby's missing and none of them reported it for like what 2 months. Like it makes me the only thing that I feel it's anything different from her with Casey Anthony. The only thing I feel like Casey Anthony planned it. I'm not sure yet if she planned it, but I do feel like with the cards, I feel like she planned it. It was a trade-off. But even if it was, like, I don't feel like she was 100% sure she was going to go through with it. So, but when it came down to the actual make your decision and move, she did it. But either way, I mean, she's wrong. She's, she should be in jail, like I said, for the rest of her life. You don't do that with a baby. It's not right. You're welcome, Lisa. Like I said, I'll be doing them soon. Like I said, I have 10 people and I can't connect to them all. So if I connect to him before I connect to the other ones, then I'll do him first. So that's what I'm saying. It just depends on how open they are and how much they want to connect. And the only thing with babies, again, you have to remember, they are babies. So they can only connect so much, especially if they don't have, a lot of times they'll bring their spirit guides with them or somebody who can, again, I connect well with kids because of my kids. Like I said, with them being one being autistic and one being premature, I connect well with those kind of kids. But I connect well with kids in general. So I'm kind of hoping it goes well. Yeah, like my whole head starts. I had to shut Gannon off, Mystic Brady. I totally did. Like I had to. I couldn't take. I cried every time I thought about it. I felt like I lost my own child, and I know it's not my child. But I'm saying like, I know he was the same age pretty much as my son. They had the same, things going on as far as like mental, from what I understand, he had Asperger's. My son doesn't have Asperger's, but he is autistic. And it was just too much for me. So I had to shut myself off from it. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Lisa. It's not a problem at all. Like I said, I just have to make sure. I just want to make sure that I can connect with them in a good way so that y'all can have a good reading. So, So are there any questions that y'all have? I mean, we're kind of going on 1 hour and 30 minutes. Like I said, I'm a little bit tired and I do have to get up early. So I don't want to be too tired tomorrow because I do want to do a channeling again for y'all. And I do have a private reading that I am going to do. So I know I've been saying that, but I have to do the private reading finally. Like I said, so I do have to do that before I do anything else. So before I sign out, do y'all have any questions? Hi, Lindy. Thank you for subbing. Like I said, we're welcome to the Southern Soul Tarot family, and welcome to the chat room. Like I said, I'm sorry that we are getting ready to sign out. Like I said, but once I think about 20 minutes or so, it should re-upload, and you can rewatch the whole thing again. We already did the reading for Evelyn Boswell, and then I did a couple of personal readings. So that's what is going to be on there. Okay. Yeah, you feel it. You have to sleep for days almost to get rid of it. Like I was depressed for days with Gannon. Like I had to call Miss Texas, and I was just crying and crying because I couldn't take it. Like I said, I just felt like I lost my own kid. Like all I could see was in my head the picture he was showing me, but instead of him, all I saw was my son, and I just couldn't take it no more. So I shut it off. Oh yeah, fuck T with her bullshit. Excuse my language, but I'm so sick of her and her crap. She sounds like Lori Vallow. She's like Lori Vallow and all these horrible mothers who are lying and doing things with their children. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, they need to finally do something about it because nobody's doing anything about it. And that makes it look bad. Because like I said, this is what's making this girl, Maggie, I don't see why she's going by two different names, Boswell, think that she can go over too much. I mean, there's a law on that now. I want to say there's again, I know it depends on states, but there's a law that you have to report your child missing within 24 hours if you know you don't find them. And she admitted that she knew the child was missing. So I'm kind of curious of why she's not being charged with violating that law already and lying and endangering the child by not reporting her missing. So I'm just a bit confused. Oh, yeah. But like I said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to sign out because I'm tired. I said once I upload the video, if y'all want to go ahead and keep going on with the conversation, I'll go. Is there any questions that y'all have for before I go? I said I want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining the chat room. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, I just want to make sure nobody has any questions before I sign out. Like I said, I'm just a little bit tired, like I said, because I did do channeling all day, and then I want to do channeling tomorrow. When I do Dior, like I said, you can go to my main page, click the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. So as soon as I upload the video, like I said, it'll be there. So like I said, and it will let you know right away when it's uploaded. Like I said, within the next few weeks for sure, but I'm not guaranteeing tomorrow. So it might be by the end of the week or the end of next week. But I said, but it's not going to be. Like I said, I'm not going to guarantee tomorrow because it takes me usually a day to connect with somebody. And I know nothing about the case, so I have to look it up first. So I want to hand his picture to pick up his energy. You're welcome, Julia. Thank you. Yeah, I don't like the whole children thing, and that's why it's like hard for me that children are pulled to me. But after I'm done, like I said, I kind of just have to block it out and move on with my life because it's not my energy, you know? So, I mean, I understand it's theirs and they want to be noticed, and I understand that. But I have to also say sometimes just turn it off like I do again and say I can't take it anymore. It's making me upset, you know, like for myself. So, and that's kind of what I had to do with him. I said, because there's even the last video I have of him towards the end when we're talking about the video, I was like, I'm literally crying. I can't take it no more. I said, so it's like, that's when I shut it off, and it's been off since then. And I have spoken to Lisa. I did see somebody say that. I don't know if I mentioned it. I did speak to Lisa. Lisa, I said she was going to set her timer, and not Lisa Sam, a different Lisa who joined us from the Houston Police Department. But she is still in the hospital, but she is sleeping. She does not feel good. She has a lot of things going on. So again, let's just send sweet prayers her way, love, light, loving energy, and positive vibes, because again, she's by herself at the hospital. Again, she does say that she sees Gannon with her, that he is by her side, which is good. She's not alone completely. But I told her, you know, if she needs anything, just a phone call away to call me, and I will be more than happy to meet her. So yeah, it's time to step back. And that's why I've been doing more readings lately, Mystic Brady, than when I have tarot, because like you said, the crime ones are draining. You know, I mean, not that tarot itself isn't draining, because flipping a bunch of readings at once can be, because you're picking up the energy. But when you're picking up crime tarot readings, you're picking up their energy. So if they're a completely horrible person, like, you have to feel that for a little while. You have to sit in that energy of this horrible person and what they were thinking. And that's not something that anybody wants to do, especially when you're not that kind of person. So it sucks. Like I said, and that's what how I feel about the reading I just did. Like I said, it's Casey Anthony #2 to me. And her parents are involved this time. Before, the parents weren't involved. Did they turn a blind eye about some stuff? I think so, but I don't think they thought she was capable of what she did. And she's guilty as hell. But as far as this girl, she's trying to pull the same stuff, and so is her family, and I don't agree. So yeah, I do have crystal quartz, but I was gonna get a raw crystal quartz soon. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, Mystic Brady, but I do have crystal quartz somewhere around here. I just haven't really had a chance to mess with it yet too much. But again, I am going to have to take this phone call because it is getting late and I'm getting tired. But I want to thank y'all for all of y'all joining the chat room tonight. I greatly appreciate it. And like I said, I love all of you. Thank you for being part of the Southern Soul Tarot fam. I hope y'all enjoyed the reading. Like I said, I'll be on again tomorrow live if y'all are interested. Like I said, and whether I'll try to channel Baby Dior or whoever I can pick up. So if y'all are interested, like I said, y'all can go to my channel over here, hit the subscribe bar and the notification bell, and it'll let you know whenever I go live tomorrow evening for those readings. And then if we do more Mercury retrograde readings, it will be available also. And again, during this Mercury retrograde, it'll stay at the price of $555 when I am doing those particular readings at certain times. So if you're interested in them, like I said, just please let me know. Like I said, you can email me a day in advance and let me know that you're interested in the reading. Like I said, for the next month, when I do the specials, it'll be $555. So again, thank y'all for joining me, and everyone have a good night. Thank you very much. Love you guys.